You're such an asshole.
Good morning in Nevada. Good morning. It is cloudy and rainy out in Nevada. And so Cappy is a sad capster because there is no hiking. We have a request. If you have a request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com, where I, the world's only professional asshole, will answer your question as long as you got money because I'm a whore. How much for a video giving the Clarey test on Brad Warner, aka Hardcore Zen? I knew his first teacher, Tim McCarthy. Also interested in your comment that although he got a useless degree, that degree did allow him to go to Japan, which allowed him to get a cool job, become a Zen teacher. His Wikipedia page is here. Well, I don't. Here's something about worthless degrees. Is in a certain way, it's like, you're getting blind. You get blind. Well, then you gotta rely on your other senses to compensate. And worthless degrees, at least in my experience, force you to become more resourceful. Obviously, in my case, entrepreneurship. And so it seems like he did something similar if he went and became a Zen teacher in Japan. So let's take a look. Brad Warner is he dead? Oh, was born. Okay, so he's only 59. Oh, really? Brad Warner was born in Hamilton, Ohio in 1964. Family traveled for his father's job, and Warner spent time in Nairobi, Kenya, but grew up mainly near Akron, Ohio. Kent State, got into hardcore punk when he was a teenager. Friend of his took him to a show by Zero Defects. He auditioned and joined the band after finding out they needed a bass guitarist. He agreed to write articles for Suicide Girls, an online soft porn site, but stopped after a few years. Oh, the 90s were great. Oh, I betcha. Oh, those were good times. This guy was in the thick of it. So if he's traveling to Nairobi, is this old man wealthy? His family traveled for his father's job. Spent some time in, well, who was his dad? I'm going to assume he came from wealth if the old man's traveling to Nairobi. So he has a point against him there, but that isn't his fault. He doesn't control who he was born to. So what did he study? Probably music. He's written, discographies, played, musical, guest appearance. Well, he doesn't sit on his ass. What's Brad Warner degree? Let's look up what he studied. Brad Warner degree. No, I got a bunch of Brad Warner's. Zen. Let's type in that. You said he got a worthless degree, so I'm gonna believe so. Hardcore Zen. I wonder if this is the guy that TFM talks about. All right, we're just gonna assume it was a worthless degree. So he's got 2 against him because you said so. So 64, 80. So he's in his young 20s, late teens when he's playing. Played with Dementia 13 after a financial failure of his Dementia 13 albums. So he's wiped out. Warner got a job in Japan with the JET program, Program E. And then later in 1994 with Subaraya Productions, the company behind Ultraman. Warner played the roles of various foreigners in the programs. Oh, so he probably did some voice acting. What is the JET Program E? Is it a translation? JET Exchange Teaching Program. Okay. So he went over there and taught English overseas. And then later in 1994, company behind Ultraman, 2007, he directed the documentary film Cleveland Screaming, which depicts punk rock scene in Akron. See, here's where I'm kind of, okay, I guess his real job is that he taught English overseas, which wasn't glorious or anything. But I don't see, worked at the meat processing plant and shoveled driveways, when he was younger and bartended to put himself through. Warner began practicing. Okay. In 2008, Warner lost his job with the Japanese company he had been working for in the States. And as of January 2009, he was self-employed. So he's been doing it, that's 14 years? Warner began practicing Zen Buddhism under his first teacher, Tim McCarthy. Warner later studied with Goyame Kubosi. While in Japan, he met and trained with Gudo Wafu Nishijima, student of Rempo Niwa Zenji, who ordained him as a priest and named him his Dharma heir in 2000. Yeah, I'm not against any of this. I'm not against the path he traveled. It's the parallels that concern me is, and then he joined Christianity. Nothing wrong with being a Zen teacher. Nothing wrong with if you're good. Absolutely. But yeah, what is it? Patriotism is the den of thieves. But religion, it's just kind of, oh, you couldn't hack it, so now you're going into religion. If he was, which we can't know for sure, but I'm going to assume so. He went overseas. That took some balls. He learned a whole new language. That took some intelligence and some hard work. Taught English over. Maybe just it was his version of security guard work. Okay, cool. So far, cool. Yeah. But oh yeah, man, I found Zen. Did you know? Okay. He wouldn't be the successful. Hey, let's look up hardcore Zen. I do not question the authenticity. Probably has a ton of followers too. And I'm not saying it's bad either. Y'all could use a little bit. Hardcore Zen. Hardcore Zen. Spell Aaron. He's only got 15. Wait, is this him though? This doesn't look like him. I can't tell if this is him or someone that just named their YouTube channel Hardcore Zen. Mind about. Okay, well, looks like he's got his channel up. Looks like he's making money doing it. I don't think that's the same guy, is it? Hang on. Hardcore Zen. Okay, here's the website. There's the YouTube channel. I'm assuming it's the same. Hardcore Zen. Okay, he wrote a book and it's selling rather well. 670 reviews. Here it is. Hardcore Zen. Punk Rock Monster Movies, December 2015. 232 pages. That's not a joke book. He's got to work. No, he's got hustle. He's got hustle. He's got work. Where'd it go? Let's continue on. See, and he just keeps working on stuff. 2012, Warner moved to California, started Dojin, Shanghai, Los Angeles. 2013, Peruse Kalaye directed a film about Warner Brad's Hardcore Zen. The film premiered 2013 in Amsterdam at the Buddhist Film Festival in Europe. Okay, so he runs Kent State School. Let's go to his website. He's probably running, what would you call him? Why can't I reach his website? Not secure. See, this is where I'm like, oh, you are a musician, you are an artist. This is lazy. Why is the website not secure? Why don't you have your security certificate? I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to assume he came from a reasonably wealthy family, no fault of his own. Does he have real world working experience? Yes. He works. He has hustle. Does he have a worthless degree? Yes, but he salvaged it. What's he doing now? He's working now. So 2, average score. Would I like to have a beer with him? Yeah, I only because I'm interested in non afterlife type of philosophies. He seems to be outstanding in his field. So in that, him being an expert, I would probably like to have a beer with him. Should he run for office? Sure. I wouldn't. He's better at what? Would you rather have some kind of trust fund baby asshole? I mean, honestly, I'd vote for him before I vote for either Biden or Trump. Just because he has hustle. He worked at it. But this isn't like one of those, the guys get perfect scores like, the mafia guys in Chicago. I'd rather have a beer with a mafia guy in Chicago than this guy. All right, is that it? That's it. We'll see you guys later.